On the Hunt, written by Becca Fanning, narrated by Erin Bateman. Chapter 1. Leo. Whoa, what are you bringing me? Leo asked as he stopped the driver from unloading the dead cow carcass from his truck. Look, buddy, I don't get paid to know things. I get paid to deliver. You Leonardo Bianchi? Yes, I am, but you are not delivering that to me. Go ahead and shut the doors and bring me a return to sender form. I'm not the fucking post office, man. Leo could tell the man was pissed, and he had every right to be, but it didn't change the fact that Leo could smell the rancid meat from the moment the truck pulled up outside of his butcher shop. One swift whack into that meat, and everything in Leo's shop would have to be sanitized, bleached, and inspected, if not thrown out. The cow was from a potential new farmer that Leo had hoped to do business with, but sending a tainted cow in from the start was just bad business. The man finally realized he wasn't getting anywhere with Leo and threw his hands in the air before slamming the doors on his refrigerated truck shut. The man muttered to himself the entire time he locked the doors and walked around to drag himself back inside the cab of his truck. Leo knew his cell phone would be ringing within minutes, as the driver was no doubt on the phone with the farmer now. He didn't care. Leo walked back into the back entrance and washed his hands, his nose ruffled up. The tainted meat smell was still assaulting his lion's senses. Once his hands were clean, he pulled his long latex gloves on, followed by his oversized apron. He hated being interrupted when he was mid-butcher. It was even more annoying when it was for no reason. Leo took a nice deep breath of the fresh cow flank laying out on his table. That was the way good meat was supposed to smell. He grabbed his butcher knife, even though his long canine teeth descended, wanting to do the damage themselves, and then hacked the hindquarters off in one swift hit. A thrill zipped through Leo's body. He had been a butcher in the small town for over a century, but his lion still longed for a chance to tear into one of the many dead animals hanging in the freezer. Leo worked tirelessly, finalizing the meat he had on his table before deciding to close up for the day. He threw his apron in the battered old washing machine, along with his shirt that he had somehow still managed to get blood on. He rinsed his gloves off and washed his hands before double-checking his freezers. If Leo was being honest, he just liked to get one last whiff before he left for the night. He turned all the lights off and locked the doors before he started on his walk home. A few of the other local shop owners waved as he walked by. They were used to seeing him shirtless, as it was something that happened frequently. He had to give the small-town people credit for accepting him. Shifters typically stayed with their packs in towns that
Sample complete. Ready to continue?